from the police. Our money was just not showing up, so. And I remember one day going on to the and what they said, hey, boy, you've just been coming here every time. You come in, come. You won't get that you've done. I was like, it eats me. Like, you know what? So funding. Okay, so that you've taken. It turned out that at the end of the day, at some point, I just got that. Okay, where's the money you've taken from us? And then this boy said, you know what? He got a message from his wife's village that the mother was sick, and then we had decided to borrow that money, and that they pay me back bit by bit. I said this because there are loads of people out there.
Hello.
So I think I don't know what happened. I think probably what happened. He just said to hello, can you hear now?
Yes, I can.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. Yes.
Okay, back something I connection there for a moment. So basically the point is very in terms of what it can do for them, in terms of the difference it can make, change lives. To ask, challenge, and come cause I'm not running this program in time. I know that
I can hear you.
What's that to do with that? You're struggling with your color. All the
I can't hear you again. I can't hear you. Hello. Hello.
The convener, we can't hear you. Yes.
Yes.
Can hear you now. Yes, very well, sir. We can hear you. We can hear you now. Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, we can. Okay. Okay. With regards to the challenges, first of all, because of the way we assist litigants, the general opinion now is they have that misconception there is an NGO. So we've had instances where a tenant will sue the landlord that is not disturbing him, even though he's already owing rent. They bring them to court and ask us to pay. They believe the court can just do that. So that's one. Then secondly, right now we've been using our money for everything. It's just this year that we have a sponsor. So we don't even know how long we can keep on running the show without sponsors. We have the plan ongoing of having a permanent court building. And right now we use the studio. You can imagine every time we have to sit, we put it up. When we're on recess, we put it down. We do that way in, way out through the year, throughout the year. So it's weighing us down as well. So I think that then, like I said earlier on, we are overwhelmed with a lot of cases. So many cases comes in and people are so impatient. When they drop their case, they don't consider the fact that the legal team have to reach out to the defendant, ask for their own side of the story, request for evidence before they give them feedback. Once they drop their case within 2-3 days and they don't get any response, they get agitated. And we don't jump the queue. We handle it as first in, first treated. So they are not that patient with us too. So that's part of some of the challenges I believe we have right now. But the good part of it is
Okay, it's been one of those. It's been that sort of day. I believe John Fumi is having connection problems, so we will be expecting her back. But it's been so refreshing so far in terms of getting to to learn some of these things, getting to know some of the challenges that quite a lot of people have in gaining access to the justice system in Nigeria. And for quite a lot of people with she's back now. Oh, so Judge Fumi, I'm just gonna push you back on now. So I believe it's connections, and today it's been that sort of day in terms of connections, So Judge Fumi, you were saying something about you were talking about the impatience of the people, and that they want to drop the cases and they want the cases taken same day.
Exactly. They are not patient at all. And from what I heard from the litigants in the courtroom yesterday, it's obvious right now it takes about 3-4 months for them to appear in court.
Wow.
When shortlisted. Because we just keep on shortlisting. The list is endless. And we still pull out those that can be treated without appearing in court. Some of them, the legal team keeps working. They are very, very busy. And our website, and the calls, the text messages, around the clock, because some people come from Nigeria. But like I said, ADR right now is the good part of it is becoming popular among our people. They are fast embracing it. And as I said, Lagos State government created Lagos State Multi-Door Court, LMDC, the first in Africa at the time it was created. And with that, we also have settlement weeks, which is included in the legal calendar yearly now. The judges think it takes some weeks off in Nigeria, whereby all they do is resolve disputes with ADR mechanism. Apart from that, we have CMC in Lagos State. That's the Case Management Conference that judges, for cases that are suitable for that, judges refer them there as well. Then, when you want to file an originating process in court in Lagos State High Court now, you have to front load, that's you give out all the documents you want to rely on while the matter is on. Then we have what we call reaction protocol bundle. That's it, along with Form 01. Once that is included in the case file and the judge sees it, he knows that the matter has passed through ADR.
Wow.
Some they've agreed it's just for the court to pronounce judgment on them at the traditional court. So Lagos State have done a lot. Was that?
I think you're muted, man. I think you're muted.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now. I think you got muted there somehow. Somehow you got muted. So we can hear you now.
All right then. So like I said, Lagos State has done a lot towards enlightening people about the option of ADR, which is time efficient, less acrimonious, preserve cordial relationship among the litigants, and it can save business relationship as well. And at the same time, it reduces and lessens the congestion at the courts. It's also cheaper compared to because like I said, there was a case that I presided over. The dispute was all about 20, 30, 40,000 naira. If they are to go to the traditional court, even the filing fees alone. So ordinarily, there's no way they can have access to justice. If not for the fact that they come to the justice court where they don't have to pay a dime to resolve their disputes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I'm mindful of time. You see that I'm just doing it. I'm just picking different sides because I know you have to go. But let me just hold you on for another 15 minutes. Judge for me. Please judge for me. Judge for me. It will not be more than that. I am because you are already live in public, so you cannot rebuke me. We can do that privately, one-on-one later. So I'm quickly going to go to our in-house panelists because I'm mindful many of them are joined because they want to participate in this. They want to actually be part of whatever. They want to be able to ask you questions as well. So I'm just going to go to our in-house panelists. I think so. I'm going to allow them to just let's make it a question time for you, so that we maybe 2, 3, or 4 questions, and then you answer them, and then you can go, and then we. But I'm happy that you've already talked about I didn't know that if you want to file a case in Lagos now, you've got to attach. What form did you call it to show that you tried
01
from 01? So that's to show that you've attempted ADR, and that it's because ADR has not worked, and that is why you're coming to court.
Not that it has not worked. Like I said, some it worked, but a party might insist on having a judgment pronounced on the agreement. They want it at the court as a court record.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, man. So I'm happy that is, like I said, I didn't even realize that. I'm hearing that for the first time. So I'm just going to go very quickly to our panelists and allow them to ask questions. I'm going to allow should I start with Mr. Zakio Zumau and just let him, and then we go to the other in-house people, just to Mr. Zakio Zumau. If you just want to unmute yourself and let's just quickly hear from you, Zakio Zumau. Okay, you're muted now. Zakio Zumaro. Yeah, so very quickly. I think there's an issue with the audio from there. So I'm gonna have to move on. I'm so sorry. Let's hear from Mr. Abubakar Garba Muhammad. Mr. Abubakar Garba Muhammad. Just unmute yourself, sir. Just unmute. I think you're able to unmute yourself. Can you try unmute? Can you try speaking now? I think you're unmuted, Mr. Abubakar Garba Muhammad. Yeah, you're unmuted now.
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, the organizers. This is a very good platform. Now, a quick question, please. A situation where you have a judgment, and the judgment is on government.
On what?
Government. Maybe you had a case with the government, and you brought it to your end, and the government refused to. Maybe let me give an example. FIRS, that's the Federal Inland Revenue. There are these delay taxes we've been witnessing when we have issues with them. How do you solve things like that? Today, something happened like that, different type of issue. And sometimes when you get your judgment, enforcing it becomes very difficult, with government especially.
Okay. First of all, I address the Federal Inland Revenue matter that you referred to. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The federal, you see, the way the court is set up, we have federal high courts, we have regular state high courts, we have magistrate courts. First of all, justice courts treat only civil matters, not criminal matters. Then for the Federal Inland Revenue Service, by way of the Constitution, it's the Federal High Court that has the jurisdiction. It's only the Federal High Court that have the jurisdiction to treat such matters. So such matter, if it comes to us, we guide the person appropriately to go to the Federal High Court and secure the services of the lawyer. And if it's a criminal matter, the same thing. But there are some cases that come to me at the open court. At times they have that borderline between civil and criminal. It could be treated as a criminal matter, but maybe unlawful conversion of money, or a staff took the money of the office, but the court the office now decide to bring it to justice court instead of going to the regular court. They have decided to make it a civil matter. We preside on it, and if the defendant is being difficult, I tell them right there at the open court that you are only privileged to be here. Otherwise, I'll refer the matter to the criminal court. So it has to do with the jurisdiction. Then you talk about the government not obeying court orders. It is a challenge that is even with the regular traditional courts. It's one of the few things that needs to be corrected in the country. And I believe a lot of work has to be done to correct that. It's always been like that way back. But at most cases, because you see, what usually happens most of the time is the fact that when you obtain judgment, even at the traditional regular court, against a government official or government institute, people already have that mindset that nothing will come out of it. But I remember years back when I was still working when I had the boss as a young lawyer then, we've had instances where we secured judgment against government officials like policemen and the like. And it saw to it that the litigants got justice. At times they get dismissed from office. I'm talking about the police officer. They get tried, you make sure you pursue it. So most times people just have that mindset and nothing. It's difficult, but when you are set on getting it, to get it done. It's not all government officials that are corrupt. And as much as the procedure, government procedure at times is a bit, how do I put it? I can't say not functional. It takes time. I think that is it. There's always delay, just the same way we're talking about the regular courts having delay. So you need to have to devote a lot of energy and time to it. That's just it. That's why we have some lawyers, like I'll mention PLIDE-GAHRD. At times you notice that we use the press to bring such instances to the knowledge of everybody that needs to know about it, so that it can speed up obtaining justice or compliance with the judgment. I think, have I really answered your question to your satisfaction?
Yes, very well. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Hello? I can't hear anything.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. That happens to me all the time. I mute myself and I'm talking on and on and on and on and on, so because I just don't want the noise from, so basically I want to say thank you so much, Mr. Garba Mohammed, for that. You actually touched on something I was going to, assuming we had the time, I was going to ask, in terms of what are the limits of the court? Of course, a court does not have limits in terms of, but basically in terms of its jurisdiction. So the case you mentioned now between you and the Inland Revenue Service is not covered by the Justice Court. But if you had a case if there was a case with an officer of the Inland Revenue who had done something now within the execution of their job, or maybe you've had a contract or something and did not, that one, I believe that one is covered, because that one is not on the exclusive list of the High Court or something. Am I right with that, Judge, for me?
If it's not criminal in nature.
Yes.
Because if it's criminal in nature, it goes to the criminal court.
Okay.
But if it's between two parties that want their dispute to be resolved, sure, they can come over.
Okay, now I'm struggling in terms of the messages I'm getting and the question there. I'm just trying to see what can we take. There's so many people here, and we can only just take a few people in terms of questions, in terms of okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna make sure that let us start with let us start with our GSG. Comrade Gandhi Okunuga, can you can unmute yourself and let's just quickly hear from you. Just please keep it very, very short. And then, of course, I'm touching on Mr. Ulayi Afolabi, then Ms. Bossede, and then also Ugochukwu. I'm going to identify you too, but recognize you too, but just for a moment. Comrade Kenny Okunuga, let's quickly hear from you. If I'm not getting anything from that background, you can unmute yourself. Don't wait. Okay, I think it's... Oh, okay. I think that let's just move on there because of our time. I'm just rushing to try to get... okay, let's go to Comrade... Ulayi Afolabi, let's take you for now. Comrade Ulayi Afolabi, and then we take Ms. Bossede Dara, Comrade, and then Comrade Steve. And I believe our second, and that's it for this evening. So very quickly, yeah.
Good evening.
Let's take you very quickly.
Good evening, the convener. Good evening, Justice Ashawolu. Thank you for enlightening us this evening. I just don't know if it is possible for you to just touch down on some of the things that are within the jurisdiction of your courts. I know you've mentioned that if they are not criminal, if they are not criminally inclined, as in if they are, if between federal and all of that. But I think if you can just enumerate them so that it's easier for some of us to be able to know what and what your court addresses. Thank you.
Okay, they are all about civil matters. And in fact, if you watch the cases, you see matrimonial matters there. You see regular contracts. You see tenancy matters there. Regular day-to-day contractual relationship between people. You see loan, people that obtain loan and do not pay back. You come across several issues, as long as it's not criminal in nature and does not fall within matters that goes to the Federal High Court too. Those are things that have to do with admiralty. I'm talking about shipping, there's an exclusive list for that. But basically the regular daily transaction between people, civil matters, we entertain them.
Okay. Thank you, man.
All right.
Thank you so much, Comrade.
Sorry, just a minute. I just love to mention this briefly. One thing I always mention and repeat regularly, because that's one mistake a lot of people make when they are going into contract with people. People tend to mix friendship with business. And most cases, when they go into contractual relationship, they do not go into an agreement. Written agreements are always encouraged, with guarantors where necessary. Not 1, 2 guarantors, or taking a collateral. And at the same time, once the party defaults, you reach out to the guarantor on time. It's not fair to allow the money to pile up before you now reach out to guarantors. I always prefer to, so that if one of them have a challenge, the other one will be able to come in to cover the cost. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this, Judge Fumi, and thank you so much for that. These are very, very critical questions. Really. Let me quickly go to. I believe one of our youngest members, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, let's give Jeremiah the floor. Jeremiah. We have quite a few. We have people who have joined from Canada, from Malaysia, quite a few places, and I'm just trying to see how we can maximize what we can, the time we have, because we've already overspent our time. I know my section is let's take Jeremiah Oguni. Let's go with you. Yeah, Jeremiah. Very quickly.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Convener. Thank you, Ma. It's a pleasure having you on the platform today. And I must say, I feel privileged to be part of this program. I watched a number of your program on TV, and the day I saw that you are an alumni of my school, I said, wow, I think I'm also going to be great one day. Thank you so much, man. I've really learned a lot from what you said today, and I feel, like you rightly said, what we need is proper education of the people. Because I know for myself, I also don't know much, because recently I misplaced my wallet and my documents were inside. I just felt, okay, it's normal. Thank God the money is not really much. But that was when someone had to tell me that, see, you have to go to the police station and file for, just write a statement get a report on what really happened. I was of the opinion that it's not big deal, but I was told it had some other implications. So I really appreciate you. I don't have a question, but I feel you have done so well for the nation at large. And one question, ma,
But you said one moment ago that you don't have a question. You've got no question. Okay, very quickly.
Okay,
Very quickly, ask the question.
It's a personal question.
Go ahead.
Personal question. Like I said, I recently misplaced my wallet and my driver's license and some other documents were there. So since then, I said.
Okay, you know what? I think we've lost him in terms of connection there. If I'm right, I think he's in Ebonyi State or somewhere. So.
I did the police report, okay. And that is what my driver's license recently. I just out and so I want to know: is it right for me to be using this to drive? Because I was told it is.
I didn't get your question. What happened to your driver's license?
I misplaced it with my wallet.
Okay.
So before I misplaced it, I took the picture, I scanned it, and I sent it to someone. So I just printed it out, and I've been using it to drive the photocopy. But someone said it is against the law to use a photocopy of. Although I have my police report that I carry everywhere. So that was why I said it's just a personal question, man.
When is it expiring?
It is expiring 2024.
Okay, so I advise you go to the licensing office. Okay. Sorry about that. Advise you go to the licensing office. Before you go there, you have to swear to an affidavit. The affidavit of loss. Get it from the police station.
I have that.
You have that already. Then go to the licensing office. You let them know what happened. Then they'll take that from you. They'll first give you one temporary one. Then they will issue and issue another one.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So you have to go to their office to resolve it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, man. God bless you.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy we gave you the. I didn't even realize you had a personal issue about something. Now, Judge Fumi has to go on. Comrade Kenny Okunuga sent a question. Can your judgment be overruled by high courts?
That's what I said earlier on.
Yes, ma'am.
Because every party is final. Because everybody, when they come in, they sign to make it final judgment. It's because they don't want the long haul of going to the Court of Appeal, going to the Supreme Court. You see, the way the legal system is in Nigeria right now, if you steal a pen, if I take your pen and we have a dispute on it, we can go all the way to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
We can be in court for the next 10, 15 years over that. So people that are not disposed towards that, they are usually the ones that look out for ADR outfits to resolve their cases. And that's why at the Justice Court, I take a lot of time to get to the root of the matters. If you watch the cases, I go deep.
Thank you so much, ma. Sorry, ma.
Are you satisfied with that?
I think, Comrade Gandhi, I believe that is really so. And in fact, thank you for saying that, ma. Straight away, it just opens one's mind up that, okay, the purpose for this is to decongest the courts. So we don't want whatever is coming out from there to still come into the court system. So they sign, and whatever decisions are taken there is fine. Oh, he said yes, man. So very, very quickly, I just take Comrade Steve and then Comrade Bosade Dara and then the section, and that's it. Comrade Steve has joined the meeting all the way from Liberia. So Comrade Steve, over to you. Let's quickly hear from you. Yeah, we can hear you now, Comrade Steve.
Good evening, man.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening, madam. I'm happy to see you. I've been longing to see you. So I never knew a time will come like this when I hear you on a platform of a team that I belong to. I knew when the program started, and it's something that is laudable. My only question is this. I don't know, because things like this, it may be difficult for you to get sponsors who are viable for this kind of laudable project. Do you think our government is looking at that side to possibly sponsor it? Is there any proposal to government considering sponsorship? Most especially Lagos State government. They should be interested in a matter like this. I mean, in a project like this. That's just my own question.
Okay. At the Justice Court, we have a marketing team. I know they've explored several places. I can't say categorically whether they have been to the Lagos State government officials. I wouldn't know. But it's something we tend to explore. And I've called on openly on my interview sessions at TVC News and other stations. I do mention it, that the government wants to assist us. We're open to their support as well. But it's something we're definitely going to explore. If not yet explored already, I'll discuss with the marketing team again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. And obviously, everyone who is watching this, you're highly encouraged as well in terms. So we've got a very high viewership tonight, and of course, so everyone out there as well. For me, I see this as a very, very viable opportunity to take your product out there in terms of a program. Because when you only need to just watch this. There was a day I sat at my desk, I was doing some client's work, and then I was watching edition after episode after episode after episode after episode, and there were certain things I even said I'm going to ask questions about, but tonight is not about me. Let me quickly go to Mrs. Dara. Mrs. Dara, can you let's take you, Mrs. Dara, and then after you, we just quickly take the section. And I know Comrade Mike has joined us from Canada. I don't know if I can allow you to ask a question. And there's Wale Akimushere there, but I don't know how much we really overspent time with that. Gone beyond what we agreed. So, Mrs. Dara, let's quickly take yours very quickly. Hello, you're unmuted. Okay, hello?
Can you hear me? Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I am a great fan of your show. Your proceedings I've watched over and over, and I looked at the length and the depth of your wisdom. It is something that is God-given. It is God-given, and I want to appreciate you so much for what you are doing for humanity. Anytime I look at you, I quickly remember George Caprio in America. And I said to myself that it is only the chosen ones that can do this. Okay, so when you were talking about the weight of the work on you, I quickly looked at it that can we have a situation whereby we can have 2 or 3 people like you so that more people can be attended to. Then secondly, I'm looking at a situation whereby probably some organizations in Nigeria that are so much interested in what you do can be able to finance. Because there was one that I watched about a lady, a single mother that the husband left her and she had nothing, and the landlord just was on her neck to pay for rent and things like that. People like that need help. So can we have a situation that your marketing department can be able to reach out to big organizations to help out, because so many people are really, really suffering and they need to have succor. So that's what I want to ask you. Thank you, ma.
Okay. I'll first address the question about having more than one judge. I already stated earlier on, it's nice to have more judges, but that will entail us having more courtrooms. And right now, it takes a lot of funds from us because we keep setting up the studio each time we want to start. Then we have to pull it down. We pay for that when we have our recess. Then when we start again, we pay for that. So even if just one now is a lot of challenge for us, by the time we start having a multiple one, in fact, we'll probably just go on that. That's for that. Then,
Wow.
yes, we're spending so much right now. And you know, we show live on several stations. We're on Star Times, we're on GOAT TV, we're on Plus TV, we're on NTA 2. I think we're on 515 in UK too. Yeah. We show in South Africa. People call from all over. They watch in Italy. They watch all over the places. So even we pay for the airtime. They are not free. We pay for all this. So that's just it. Then on the issue of sponsors, we've been working tirelessly on that. We've been to several places. But the only luck we have right now is that, as I said earlier on, there are lots of good Samaritans out there that reach out to the defendants to assist them. They call us and they assist them. But we are looking for sponsors. We need help as well. That's just it.
Thank you so much, Ma. Just because of our time, I've already played Oliver Twist with you tonight, ma. Sadebo, let me just recognize Sadebo just very quickly, sir. Even if it's just for 30 seconds, 1 minute, Sadebo, and then give everybody else 1 minute, and then so we'll leave Judge Fumi to. So Sadebo, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's good afternoon here in America. Just to say, I know Judge Fumi well, and the presenter. Thank you. You're doing a good job, man. You look smart. You look sharp. Thank you very much as well. And my question is, something came up on a forum today to do with insurance. The guy had his car damaged, and he was showing a video of it. See what they've done. See what they've done. My question to Judge is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can do to bring to make people aware that they can insure their cars or insure properties, insure things, and make insurance company, commit to paying? And if they don't, is there any way we can bring them to justice? Bring them. Is there any way we can? How quickly can we make them pay for, all these damages? Just to get people to know that there's other ways. If your car is damaged, make sure you get insured. And then if anything happens, how to go about claiming insurance? The money from the insurance company. I just want to ask Judge Fumi about this. And thank you again for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Sadebo. Thank you so much. Judge Fumi, over to you, man. So,
okay, on insurance, the first thing I have to say about that, when it comes to cars in Nigeria, is mandatory for you to have insurance on your vehicle. At the point when you are registering the car, to take a plate number and get your proof of ownership and everything. But most of us opt for third-party insurance, which is still okay. Insurance is insurance. But they know. It's just like some people, they try not to. At times they don't register there. But it was in the past that insurance don't pay on time. They do pay now. I'm talking from personal experience.
Judge Fumi, when you say you're talking from personal experience, man, is it not the case that the insurance company know we're messing with? This is Judge Fumi we're dealing with. So your case is different because this is Judge Fumi.
No, I'm talking about pre-justice courts.
Okay.
I'm talking about pre-justice courts. What with practice?
Okay.
In the past 5 years, they are doing wonderfully well. All you have to do is get a lawyer, insurance, someone that knows a lot about insurance law. Get an insurance lawyer to pursue your claim for you, and you get it out in no time.
Okay.
But on justice court too, not on cars, because cars, I know government has made a provision whereby people are aware that they need to insure their cars. But on other things like shop, because I once had a woman that had a shop in the market and everything got burned. I told her she ought to have insured this. I even lectured them about group insurance so that it's cheaper for them to do. So I do that on justice court, and people know insurance companies advertise as well. They do. They're just taking it for granted at times.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I'm just trying to, because I know after this program, some people will just take me up like I did not give them the room. So that's why I'm just trying to give everybody a minute each, just to be able to participate. Just 1 minute before I can see. Okay, Comrade Michael Aluko from Canada. You can unmute yourself. Let's hear from you. Michael Aluko. Unmute. Michael Aluko, over to you. Yeah, let's give you the. Some people are still joining. Michael Aluko. Okay, I think we're not getting audio feed from that background, so we really need to move on. And I'm going to call Comrade Akimushire, Wale Akimushire. I think I've seen you there. Unmute yourself, please. Wale Akimushire. Oh, okay. If you can unmute yourself. Okay, let me do it from here. Comrade Akimushire, just unmute yourself. Okay, if that's not working, we'll just call just 2 more people, and then we need to call it a day. We need to. I know I've overstretched it with Judge Fumi, but you know what? I've just taken advantage. At times when you're in public, it's easy to take advantage. So let's call on. Let's go with. I believe is it Akinwale. Is it Akilolu? Yeah, Akiloye. You know what? I'm just doing a scattergun approach. We need to. I'm so yeah. Akiloye Abimbola. Akiloye Abimbola. Yes. Akiloye Abimbola. Go on, please. You can have the floor. You're unmuted. I think it's probably internet connection. We're not getting anything. Okay. At this point, I need to release our speaker for today. Yes, ma'am.
Can I come in?
Yes, ma'am.
Trying or meeting Abimbola Akiloye. She's an insurance person. I'm sure she wants to add 1 or 2 things to the insurance topic.
Oh, okay.
We started insurance.
Okay. I think we're not getting audio from that end because this Akiloye Abimbola. Can you hear me? Akiloye Abimbola.
Then move on. If you can, you can.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go to. I'm going to ask 1 question and then go to our section. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can recognize you. Since the others are not. Comrade Ayole, Comrade Lukman. Let's have you, Comrade Lukman. You can unmute yourself, Comrade Lukman. And then we'll go to our section after that, and that is it. Comrade Lukman, unmute yourself. It's probably internet connection because I'm seeing people unmuted, but we're not getting audio from those backgrounds, and they're indicating they want to talk. So I'm just going to ask a question and then go to our section so that we can call it a day. Hopefully, if we can get Mrs. Abimbola, Akiloye Abimbola, then we'll still be able to ask questions, of her. Now, there was one I was watching, and this is too, because I always refer to the 2 extremes we have. That in Nigeria, a woman can actually, I've gone through life's difficulties with you, and then one day you just wake up, you become rich. Is that Kilo Yabimbola? Or Comrade Michael, which of you? Sorry, because of our time, I need to move on. If we still get audio from your head, we'll take it. So you have an extreme there. So the man wakes up and just decides the woman that I'm now rich. Okay, and that this woman is not good enough for me and kicks the woman out. And that is it. And then you have the other extreme in the Western world. Hello, you have the other extreme. Okay, that's actually hello, Akilo, one day. So on the flip side, you have the Western world as well, where you know what, a woman can kick you out in the blink of an eye. But there was one of the shows, there was one of the court sessions I watched where you said to a man out there, a woman who had come to court, and you know, I think maybe he was a driver or something. He said his salary was about 50,000 or something, and he was dating another woman in the neighborhood. Because of that, the wife left, and you said something that you could actually order him to still be paying the rent for the woman, even though that was now an ex-wife. I was like, I'm going to ask you that question. Can you actually do that? They're no longer married.
Let me address. No, he didn't deny. He didn't say he's no longer married to her.
Okay, ma'am.
What he stated is he has taken a second. In fact, he stated that they were just dating. He had no intent of marrying the second woman.
Yes, ma'am.
He mentioned that. But let me give you the background of my thoughts when I was addressing that matter. First of all, in Lagos State, if you immigrate a woman, you are responsible for the welfare of that child. You have to give her upkeep. Nobody will say you must marry her, but you must give the upkeep, school fees of the child, and medical bills, put a roof over the baby's head. So that's where the issue of paying the rent comes in. But when I have a couple before me, and one party has decided to move on, I always know that at times it's not fair, because I will eventually ask the two, I won't allow the man to be going into the house any longer. So at times I believe it's not fair to ask the man to be paying the rent for a house that he cannot enter. So whereby the lady is engaged in a manner that she's earning some income. All I do, I make the man to pick all other bills, school fees, medical, maintenance on monthly basis. Then after like a year, if they are just separating, after 1 year, I'll tell the man, pay the rent for that 1 year. Then I'll tell the lady, make sure the house you are picking up is something you can conveniently maintain thereafter. So it's just that, you know, at times it's not all about the law. You have to use the wisdom to balance the equity and the fairness between them in such a manner that despite everything, at least they'll be able to relate for the welfare, towards the welfare of the children between them. So that's why I see that.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I hope other people are listening to that. I found that frightening the day you said it. I said, oh, wow. So the courts do have these powers, you know. So but it makes it even more meaningful, because I see those people who are helpless, people who cannot go anywhere else, and there you are, they can come to this court. Judge Fumi, you've heard the same thing again and again and again and again tonight. I believe your production team have come in. So we're probably just going to give them 1-2 minutes to say something as well. I think they've come in. The fact of it is, you need to, everybody is saying the same thing to you, Judge Fumi. You have to increase capacity. I know you've already talked about the courtrooms, the sponsorship and everything, but I think Nigerians are seeing the work you're doing, and now the issue now is they want more, and this is also a call to you out there. If you're watching this, this program for me, it has revealed that so many people I do not even know about, I've never met, who have made comments today, and everybody has likely said the same thing. It does show that, so people have taken notice. People are actually watching this. People are relating to this. And the case I talked about that happened to me about 18 years ago, with that policeman, if it was today, at least I will have that confidence that I can walk over to the justice court and that something will be done about the case. So you have to increase capacity is the same thing. Again, sorry, there's someone that is giving. Okay, yes. So capacity has to go again and again and again. Sorry, all of you who are watching. It shows that even in the houses of judges, NEPA, quote and unquote, they still take electricity. So I believe they're trying to put on they're trying to switch over to the generator. But you know that in the house of judges, that electricity does vanish. Okay, so like they said in Texas, during the cold snap, up NEPA when the electricity came back. Okay, so let me just quickly give time to your production team. I believe I saw them coming in, and that will be Justice Court. Can you just unmute yourself and let's just hear from you? I believe he's a member of the production team. Okay, Comrade Ayole, you couldn't earlier do. Okay, go ahead, Comrade Ayole. Comrade Lukman, just quickly ask your question or make your comment very quickly. We need to release Judge for me.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Sincerely, actually, network was bad here, so I couldn't join earlier. But I'm very sure you would have done justice to today's topic because I've watched 2 or 3 of your show on social media. In fact, there's nothing we can do than to keep praying for you. And I believe Nigerians are watching. They really need to support, and God will continue to strengthen you. God will continue to empower you because people like you, you are really giving hope to Nigerians, to the hopeless. And we need people like you in our society, especially in the Nigeria we are today. God will never leave you. Your family will continue to enjoy the peace of God wherever you go, wherever they found themselves. That's all I can say tonight. Thank you very much, ma. Keep doing the good work, ma. Yes, ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, ma.
Sorry.
Yes, ma.
I think my producer is online. That's the one you have.
Yes. Yes, ma. So I'm trying to unmute. I've tried to. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to unmute. I believe because I was looking out for them since we were expecting them. Let me try again from there. I've tried to unmute them. Please, ma, if you can just let them know that they need to unmute from their end. They're unmuted from here. Okay. They're unmuted from here. They're not muted from our end there. So there's no reason why they should not.
I'll call on him. Mr. Luko, mute. Wanted to talk.
Okay. Yeah. So and whilst we're waiting for that, this is from Comrade Gandhi Okunuga. It's been very interesting and educating. You're a superwoman. You have helped solve many things, many problems. I now know people can go to court and still be friends after then. I know cases can be treated with delay. I know court judgment can be technically enforced. Thanks for all you do for our country. So well done, Judge Fumi. He says the host is not allowing participants to unmute. Just bear with me. Let me check our settings. From our end, there is nothing like that. But just please bear with me. Let me check. Okay, can you try again now? Try again now. Let's see if that works. From there, it's not from the controls there are not showing me any indication of. I'm trying to unmute you. Let me try again. Oh my God! it would be so nice to hear from you. I don't know what else to do. Let me go to where we've got our live stream. That might impact it, but if we have to take this, then let's do. Yeah, participants are allowed to unmute themselves, so I don't know what is going on from there. You can actually unmute. Okay. We'll just. What I want to suggest is, can you go out and come in again? I just log off the device. Judge Fumi, you're a blessing to humanity. May you live long in good health in Jesus' name. Amen. So we'll just wait for that. Let's have our second. We're going to have our second last, but let's have him in the meantime. Okay, Justice Court as I think they've come back. Let's see. Viewers, please just bear with us. We're just trying to ensure that those are the producers of the show, and want to ensure that it will really be an injustice if they are not even able to say anything. Okay, so you're muted now.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Akin, right?
I am Mr. Tunde.
Mr. Tunde.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone on the call. Actually, we just called in to support our judge for the great work she's doing. And we so much appreciate you all for giving her the opportunity to speak with the audience. And then we appreciate all the support we get from you and other viewers of the Justice Court across the world. So our ask will be for the members of this team to continue to propagate the good works that Judge Fumi is doing at the Justice Court by sharing the social media handles with your friends so that they can all see. We've gotten a lot of positive remarks from Nigerians in diaspora and from Nigerians within the country regarding the kind of education they're getting through the program. And I think that is the whole essence of the program, to enlighten people about making right choices and then getting educated about their legal decisions so that they don't walk themselves into trouble. And then when there is dispute, people have a place where they can run to and get justice in a timely manner. And we appreciated the judge for taking the time to look into those matters, not just from legal perspective, but from being a mother and some other moral grants, helping them to resolve issues and recommending them for counseling where required, anger management, some marriage counseling, things that will help them to continue to live a good life. So, thanks so much to everyone on the call. Thanks, Judge Fumi. Thanks, Mr. Tunde.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much. And you can, I'm sure you saw the backdrop when he was speaking. That's his reality courtroom show. www.thejusticecourt.com is just the name of the show. Thejusticecourt.com. Okay. Someone is asking, can we get the social media name so that I can follow and keep sharing? Can we put it in the chat box? There's if the social media handles, and the YouTube page, and also that people can follow and they can share and they can like. I know that Judge Fumi actually, Mr. Peter Aluko, thank you so much. Really appreciate you, sir. Because you're part of this story. Everybody is celebrating Judge Fumi today. But they're celebrating because you've given her that platform, you've given her that support in the background. So we celebrate you as well. Well done. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. I mean, Judge Fumi requested that Mrs. Akiloyi Abimbola should be able to say something because of the insurance question that came on earlier. So, Ms. Akiloyi Abimbola, are you able to talk now?
Hello.
Okay,
hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get the question earlier. Can you repeat the question, please?
I think it was something about insurance or something. Someone talked about car insurance and Someone just mentioned about the car insurance thing in Nigeria in terms of I think it was Sadebo. Sadebo, can you unmute and just quickly put the question across once again, very quickly? Just unmute yourself.
Yeah, sure. Thank you again. Yes, ma'am. I was asking Judge Fumi about how easy is it to, first of all, to educate people about getting insurance. That apparently everybody has to have an insurance on their cars, and how easy it is to get a claim if your car has been stolen or if you had an accident, involved in an accident, how to go about getting a claim for the insurance company. And if they don't want to pay, how easy it is, or how quickly can you get somebody, a lawyer involved or a non-profit organization to help people out and just educate our people about how this works. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. If you have a valid insurance from a reputable insurance company, you can actually claim for debt before stolen vehicle. If you have a comprehensive insurance, like that we have various classes of insurance under motor. If you have a third party, it doesn't cover your vehicle. It only covers the third party, for injury and the third party property damage. But if you have a comprehensive policy, it covers own damage to your own vehicle, and it also covers the third party. So for that, you can actually make a claim under the policy document that will be given to you. There is claim process in the policy. They will tell you the process you are going to take to make a claim. When you have a theft claim, maybe you get a police report. Immediately, you get immediate notification to the insurance company. You get a police report to ascertain that the vehicle is stolen, and they will ask some other questions. They will ask you to submit some other documents, and they will give you a claim form to fill. After you have filled the claim form, then the claim process starts. And if it is a valid claim, you will be paid. You will be compensated. And if there is delay, you can also get a lawyer, like you said. It's very easy to get a lawyer, but I don't think there is need to get a lawyer, because the insurance companies in Nigeria now are also trying to, to promote their image, so that people can have confidence in them, that when there is a claim, they come and they pay the claim on time. So that's it. So it's actually valid. You can actually get a claim when you have a comprehensive insurance that covers your vehicle. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. That's Mr. Bimbola Akiloye. Thank you so much. And I believe with that, we are basically coming to the end of the time with Judge Fumi today. I want to thank all of you who have joined. I believe Akinwale is Akinwale. I think I've tried to call you Akinwale. But I believe we try to give everybody a chance to say something. I know people have been going in and out because of network, and we do understand. Oh, Miss Tosin Adepoju, Miss Tosin Adepoju, you are the only one. Miss Tosin Adepoju, you want to unmute and say something if you want, if you have something to say to this, Miss Tosin Adepoju.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, go on. Okay. We need to. Comrade Michael Aduko, I've called you. I've tried to recognize you. Can you? Yes. Sorry. I've tried to recognize you. So I just, because of our time, we need to close it now. So don't worry. Next time we bring Judge Fumi, you'll be able to ask your question. Yeah. I just want to say a very big thank you to Judge Fumi. It's been a very fantastic time with you. You gave me a chance to have a handshake. I've extended it to the elbow. Please forgive me. But I know you cannot be the judge and jury, or you cannot be the accuser and judge in your own case. So if you were to drag me to your own court, you cannot prosecute me and still give judgment at the same time, single-handedly, So I just want to thank you, Ma. Thank you for all you're doing. Now I'm sure after today's session, it will bring it home more to you in terms of the impacts that this show is having out there. And all of a sudden, people know that they don't have to go to any police station and be asked to bring this or bring that. Of course, we keep repeating that not all police are corrupt. They're really, really very good and very professional police officers out there, but there are also a lot of bad eggs that make the entrance, and that's the entrance of the justice compound. That's the policeman, the police station. That's the entrance. That's where you get in to try to, and that first step, once they make it difficult, it becomes impossible to even go far, but I want to thank you that you put this. And Mr. Peter Aluko, the producer, please, you're hearing from us as well. We want to appreciate you. We want to say you're making an impact. Please do not, in fact, people are calling for expansion, and more capacity, and whatever needs to be done, I believe God will provide it. And also, it is a call to people out there as well that you need to support this program in terms of put your products, advertise your products to them. That will help them to pay for all the airtime, the recordings, the locations and everything, and enable them, allow them to actually expand this access to as many more people as possible. Mr. Aluko, just very quickly, the other Aluko, not Mr. Peter now, Mr. Michael, can you just very quickly just ask your question or make your comment, and then our SecGen will round it up for us this evening. Just simply unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, everybody. Today is a very good day. It's good to see Judge Fumi. I've been watching a program. I'm a very close admirer of the auntie. She's doing a wonderful job, and I will advise that if there's any way we can help the program, is a thing that we can do. Everybody can do. Every good person with conscience can do. She's doing a good job. She's helping families unite. She's helping solve so many issues. So, like I said, I've been watching our program here in Canada, and I always tell my friends that they can watch it too, right? And when I heard she's coming to this program, I was really happy. So please, ma, keep it up. God bless you and your family. It's nice to see your face on our program on today. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you so much, Mr. The other Mr. Luko. I always have to emphasize that. Before my segment too has run into technical issues. We can't. It's joining and it's dropping off again and again. So let's just read a few things out there to appreciate this wonderful show. The Judge Fumi and the producers. These are the comments we've had today. It's been very educative. It's been a very wonderful one. You're a superwoman. You have helped solve many things. I know people can now go to court and be friends. Thanks for all you do for our country. Judge Fumi, you're a blessing to humanity. May you live long in good health in Jesus' name. Well done, Judge Fumi. God will continue to bless you. Thanks a bunch. Amen. Okay, that was. Can we get the social media name? So now these are the social media handles. You've got on YouTube. It is just Justice Court TV. That's all. Justice Court TV on YouTube. Just type Justice Court TV on YouTube, and that is it. Then on Facebook, it is called the Justice Court on Facebook. The Justice Court, and it's the same name on Instagram as well. So once again, Instagram is at the Justice Court. Thank you, Mr. Peter Aluko. At the Justice Court, that's on Instagram. On YouTube, it is Justice Court TV. Justice Court TV. And on Facebook, it is the Justice Court. The Justice Court on Facebook. And the website is www.thejusticecourt.com. www.thejusticecourt.com. And of course, more comments here. Thank you, man, for the time with us. I see Justice Court having our own television station soon. Amen. If they can, then that will actually enable a lot more people to access justice. Thank you, my Lord. It's really nice having you on the webinar, Ma. That was from COMRADE Tosin Adepoju. Then when you I believe this is it. So, and I want to thank Mrs. Ulayi as well for also adding a voice. Mr. Peter Aluko, thank you once again. This has been all about, and I love this. I'll just repeat it. This has been all about justice for me, Judge for me. But the fact of it is, you're in the background, you do all the hard work and everything. We just want to appreciate you too. So let's give you just one more minute to say something, and then we'll go to Judge for me to close it, and that's it for the night. So, Mr. Peter Aluko, let's have you again, just for 1-2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's actually Victor Aluko.
Oh, Victor. Sorry, I thought it was Peter. Forgive me. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I really want to appreciate everyone on the call tonight, and I thank you so much for the kind words you have said regarding the Justice Court. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate your helping to propagate the gospel around justice. Every peace-loving individual knows that you cannot have peace without justice. So every effort towards getting justice in this nation, Nigeria, it's a very good one. So we thank you for giving us this platform to share. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I believe Judge for me too, as I believe the connection is going in and out. But let me thank you. Let me thank Mr. Peter, Mr. Alhaji Abubakar Mohammed. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you all the way. We appreciate your joining us. Thank you, Mr. Debo. We've had quite a lot of viewership tonight, spread all around the world. I think I saw Comrade Jishap all the way from Malaysia. Thank you so much for staying awake this very late to join us. Sir Debo, thank you for joining from the United States. Thank you, Tosi Oguni. I believe he's in Ebonyi State. Comrade Jeremiah, thank you for joining. I want to appreciate all of you for taking out the time. Just now, hold on. Let me mute those. I apologize for that. I think some. So, Comrade Abosedara, Comrade Lukman Ayole, Mr. Michael Aluko, Mr. Steve, all the way from Liberia, Comrade Gandhi Okunuga, our DSG, Olada Afolabi, all the way from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Tosin Adepoju. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, Sadebo. Thank you, every one of you that have joined us from all over the globe. I think tonight we had everybody from every continent. We had somebody from every continent on the show. We had Oceania, we had South America, we had North America, we had Asia, we had Europe, we had Africa, we had all the continents, joining us live tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. Judge, for me, in just can we have the parting statement from you, and then we call it a night? Thank you so much, man.
I'd like to thank everyone. It's been an honor to be here tonight. And thanks for all the wonderful comments that you passed. And thanks for watching the show and for being the fan of our show too. I pray that the Lord will continue to enlarge your faith and keep you safe. Thank you so much. I wish everyone all the best.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. Judge for me, please. The Lord will continue to bless you. We will be bringing you back because we believe people still want to hear more from you. And Mr. Ulayi Abimbola, we need to talk insurance. We need to discuss insurance. People also have a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of queries, a lot of complaints about insurance. And but next week, to our viewers, at the same time next week, we'll be hosting Comrade Bashir Amin of Amnesty International, and we'll be talking about the Pandora Papers. We'll be talking about the Pandora Papers, same time next week, 6 p.m. Nigeria, 5 p.m. UK. Please don't forget to join us. For now, it is bye from us. Have a wonderful week ahead. God bless you, everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.
Recording.